one of the female rappers in America. It's like Cardi B or like Nicki Minaj. I was like, yo, it'd be so cool to bring him out here, make him wear Indian dresses and, you know, make him feature on the Indian song. I was just in Punjab a week ago. And I feel like I've had the best sleep in the last 10 years in my own home. After the show, like the adrenaline rush is so much.
High, yeah.
And you don't feel like eating for 6 hours, 7 hours. You don't feel like sleeping, nothing, even though you're so tired.
Yeah.
So yeah, you do feel like a king. I love going private, but it's not like, you know, I don't know how long I'll be able to do that for. I don't take it for granted. I'm enjoying the process. I love going there. If tomorrow I have to fly economy class, I will do that too, happily with a smile on my face. If you know this one song, two songs I would say, you're a OG Karan Aujla fan.
Welcome to the Hollywood Reporter India studios.
Thank you so much for having me.
You literally brought the storm with you.
Yeah.
You know this. I saw this video of you landing into a really rainy Mumbai, but I have to say the swag was intact.
Thank you so much. I didn't let it.
What were the last few days? What's it been like for you?
I would say it's been really busy.
Yeah.
And full of excitement. Plus nervousness, but yeah, I've been keeping myself busy, just getting ready for the drop, and you know, just looking at the rain every day out of my window because you can't really go outside. So
well, I know that there was a request for masala chai before you came in. So, what are your other India non-negotiables other than masala chai?
I just chai with some pakode. I think we're missing some pakodas right now. Like, I'm a simple guy. I love these things, you know. Like, I'm not a big coffee guy, so I prefer chai over coffee.
Good to know.
Yeah.
I love the term P-pop. It has a nice ring to it.
Yeah.
Talk to me as if I'm someone who doesn't know what Punjabi pop is. How would you explain P-pop to me?
Okay, so it's a bit of a tough one for me too. When we started working on the album, I mean, when in my head I started working on the album, the first thing that I was considering was the name for the album. Like, okay, what should be the name of the album? Because that's where you start everything. But also on the same page, I didn't know what the album sounded like because I hadn't made any songs yet.
Okay.
So I was like, how do I pick a name without hearing what the album sounds like? So then I started working on songs and I made the first song, 2 songs. I didn't know if those songs were going in the album, but I had an idea over, 6-7 months. Okay, this is what direction I'm heading into. And that's when I heard some of the samples of my songs, some of the dummy versions, I felt like I needed a name for my genre of music. Like I didn't really have a name for Karan Aujla playlist. Like I just didn't want to name it Karan Aujla playlist or like what type of music do I make? So I was like, you know what do I make? I thought about it. I had a brief talk with my team and we just came up with this name called Punjabi Pop Culture. You know what I mean? And that's what we do, the way we dress, the way we carry ourselves and the food we like, just everything about Punjab and India. Like if you love Punjabi desi food, you're a part of P-pop culture. And it was just a cool way to just name my music, I would say in short. So I just wanted to create like a genre of music. And I feel like more people, more singers that'll make music in future, I would love for them to, just
take the legacy forward.
Exactly. Just be a part of Punjabi pop culture. Because we have a name to Punjabi music, but like it's Punjabi music. So for me, it was a little boring, to be honest. I wanted
like
to
the
name
ring
it.
of P-pop.
Exactly. So we're all a part of P-pop culture.
Nice.
You know
we've been listening to Gabru on our speaker set, just feeling the vibes while you were coming in today. And I have to say, it's quite a earworm.
Yeah.
I want to know, what part of yourself were you putting into Gabru? Was there nostalgia? Was it mischief? Was it confidence? What were you invoking?
Yeah, for me, I would say confidence for sure. And I just wanted to make a sound, like a song that's like rock Punjabi. Like we want to have heavy guitars in there. So there was like no crazy story like, oh, this song came into my head, like a title Gabru. Like we were just focusing on the beat first. So me and Nicky were in the studio and he played this really heavy, rock punk guitar beat and he put those hip hop drums on there and then he has some Punjabi instruments, some samples flipped in there. So it was a great combination of, heavy metal guitars and Punjabi instruments. And it just felt like, like I have to write something on this. And we were like, what can we write on this? And that's when we came up with that hook line, I'm a Gabru.
So, there's a reason, obviously, that you're called Geeta the Machine. Your play with words is just so incredible.
Yeah.
I don't know that how much you're comfortable talking about your process, but I really just want to get into it a little bit. What is it that comes first to you? Is it a lyric or a beat? What was your headspace when you were writing Gabru?
I mean, it depends. Yeah, for Gabru, I actually have a clip. I'll show it to you after. But it depends for every song, I would say.
Sure.
Like if it's a more romantic love story type of track, or if it's a hard track like Gabru. With Gabru, I'll tell you the first thing that came into my head was the melody.
Okay.
Like as soon as I heard the beat, like from somewhere, something just screamed in my head saying Gabru. Like that came into my head. So that's the process. It's pretty funny and like cool at the same time, like how things just pop into your head.
Comes into your head.
And then you just put every single little thing together. So yeah, usually I would say sometimes it's a lyric, sometimes it's the melody. It really depends on what the vibes are in the studio.
You write on paper?
Sometimes. I don't think I've written a lot of songs on paper.
So where do you
mostly
write?
on my phone, yeah.
On your phone?
In notes, right? Yeah.
I'd pay good money to get into your notepad.
I have it backed up like 40 times in case I lose my phone. So, but yeah, everything's in my notes, man.
Oh.
Yeah, that's actually crazy. My notes are like my personal diary. Like sometimes I write about my feelings in there.
So you can just whip it out anytime and...
Exactly, like my voice recording voice memos are full with just like different melodies, and sometimes it's just like me saying one word. Just anything that pops into my head. Sometimes I'm laying in my bed and a word pops up and I find it interesting. I'll just note it down in my notes. So most of the time I don't even end up looking at the notes, like even from last year. But I try to just, whatever comes into your head, I feel like it comes for a reason. And I just try to put it down on in my iPhone or like a piece of paper, whatever.
Yeah.
It's easier, yeah.
Well, you're coming off like sold out arenas in North America, and I know that your favorite feeling on this planet is to just hear 20,000 people
Oh my God,
say your name and sing your songs.
It's
Talk
crazy.
to me about that feeling.
But it's
What do you
like,
let yourself feel in that moment?
I'm still not able to process, like I don't know how to process that feeling, to be honest. Like when I go on stage,
I can barely
everybody's just-
process my feelings watching those visuals.
Yeah, right. So it's like it's a crazy one, man. It just makes you feel really overwhelmed and like happy and like sad at the same time, I would say. Like it's not really like a sadness, but it's like some stuff that I've had in the past, and I just wanted it to be my way. After achieving all this, I wanted to show all this to my parents, and it's just few things that will never happen for me, but it's still a very overwhelming feeling when you're on stage and everybody's cheering for you. 20,000, whatever you want to call it, whatever the number is for every arena or city. So many people just get together just for you. They also pay out of their pocket to just come watch you live, which is like a crazy thing for me. Like when I realize that deeply, it's just like, I'm just blown away every time, like me, like why me?
Still?
Yeah, I don't know, man. I even asked some people at the show, like on the mic, I asked them like, yo, did you guys like really just come out for me and myself? Like that's it? Like I can't believe this.
It's time, I think.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. I should start believing this, yeah.
But on the face of it, it's such a charmed life. It's the bling, it's the private jets, it's the designer wear and sold out arenas. But what is Karan Aujla doing when he's not on stage? Like, how do you recharge?
I just love staying home, I would say, like in my own space.
Okay.
Like my village, I was just in Punjab a week ago.
Yeah.
And I feel like I've had the best sleep in the last 10 years in my own home, because it doesn't matter how many houses I would buy around the world, like that will always stay in my house. Like that's my home.
On that terrace, just...
Like I love calling that place home, you know what I'm saying? Like I was in Canada for so many years. I was in Dubai. I'm in Dubai right now.
Awesome.
I live there, but I don't know. I hate calling these places home. It's not my home. I'm just there. You know what I mean? So yeah, that sleep was just amazing. I was on the shat watching the tare, just passed out there talking to the friends. Just old memories kicking in. It was beautiful. So that's how I love recharging. So now that I'm in Dubai, it's a 2-hour flight. So I could come back whenever I want to.
Yeah. I mean, Dubai does make it very convenient, but do you dream of a time where you can possibly move back home and have your family feel safe?
Oh yeah, I would love to. I would love to be out here, especially now, in my own village, to be honest. Even if it's far from everywhere, I'll travel every day to get wherever I need to, but I'd love to be there. The situations right now are kind of, not like what I want them to be, but hopefully in future I'll be able to.
Yeah. You often talk about, trying your best to put your most real self out into your music. What's the hardest part of putting yourself out to the world authentically?
Um, I would say like after getting all the success that you always wanted and whatever you want to call it, money, whatever, it's really hard to stay true to yourself, to your roots,
Yeah.
to your people that have been with you forever type of situation. And your life totally changes after you become famous or whatever. People start looking up to you. You have more responsibilities now. There's a lot of people that want to prove you wrong, you know. There's a lot of people that you're doing stuff for. So it's like it's a big responsibility, and I feel like the main thing is just being humble and not forgetting where you come from.
It's really hard to be humble when 20,000
Yeah,
people are chanting
yeah.
your name. Do
I
you have a
feel like
moment of feeling like God almost?
I mean, you do feel some sort of way. Like
Yeah.
after the show, I feel like I was talking to one of my friends last night. He was saying after the show, like the adrenaline rush is so
So high,
much,
yeah.
and you don't feel like eating for 6 hours, 7 hours. You don't feel like sleeping, nothing, even though you're so tired.
Yeah.
So yeah, you do feel like a king right after the
That's a good
show.
way to put it, yeah.
But the next day when you wake up and look at yourself in the mirror, you're like, okay, you're that same guy. Like you just sing, it's okay. All these people love you. Don't start just flying now. I feel like, if you keep reminding yourself that, you'll stay on the right path.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also, what's real and authentic to you is also evolving with this fame, right? Mm-hmm. The private jets are now authentic to you.
Yeah, it's just like, for me, it's another source of flying. I love
Casual.
going private,
Okay.
but it's not like, I don't know how long I'll be able to do that for. I don't take it for granted. I'm enjoying the process. I love going there. If tomorrow I have to fly economy class, I'll do that too, happily, with a smile on my face. Like, I don't have a problem with that. So it's like I keep reminding myself that the times can change.
And you've seen that.
Yeah, I've seen that, go up, down, up, down. Like, shouldn't take things for granted, I would say.
Yeah. Well, we also saw, I don't know if it was Toba Toba, but the Bollywoodification of Karan Aujla, and also like a lot of friends in cricket
Yeah.
and Bollywood. Talk to me about these new friendships and what they do for the artist in you, or do they?
Yeah, definitely. They push you as an artist when people like, I don't know, like I have a lot of friends in cricket, Team India, like
Shubman
everybody.
using your tracks when India
Exactly.
wins.
Shubman is like a brother to me. Like we share so many things together. He wasn't feeling well like a few days ago. We were on the phone call. So it's like that connection too, because we come from the same place as well. And he relates to the music and he understands all the lyrics.
Yeah.
And also Jasprit Bumrah is like he loves the music and he always praises me, messages me. So all that
There's
like
Vicky
shows
Kaushal, who's also a champion of
exactly
everything
like
you do.
Vicky bhai, like always be a brother. Like the first song that we did together, like I just did it because Vicky bhai was there and he's like he loves the music. And we sat down and we were like, you know what? Like if we do something together, it'll be obviously in Punjabi, but why don't we do something for the next movie? And that's where it all started. And the song actually, he loved the song, and I was like, yeah, if you love it, why not? So yeah, everybody like doesn't matter how many names I take. Everybody when they reach out and tell you like, yo, you're doing good. Sometimes it's just enough to push you as an artist and as an human. You just need that push sometimes, especially from your boys, brothers, whatever. And these things, these messages, they mean a lot to me. Yeah.
No. When you know what it feels like to be the most streamed Punjabi artist worldwide on Spotify, does it become more challenging, the tightrope between creating for a global audience versus staying completely rooted to Punjab?
I would say yes. It's a big challenge
Yeah,
because now you have a lot more listeners that
of
don't
course.
know what Punjabi language is, but
Yeah,
they still love your music. And
yeah.
now you have to deliver everywhere. It doesn't matter it's South India, North India, or Bombay, whatever it is. Like. So now you have to make music for every type of audience.
And how
But
does one do that?
so I feel like I've done that in the past, like kept a really good balance where I dropped Taba Taba for the Pan Indian audience,
Yeah.
and then I dropped Winning Speech, Wavy for the Punjabi audience. So but Wavy was for the straight Punjabi street audience. So one of my latest tracks, I would say it's one of the biggest tracks from
Yeah.
last year.
Yeah.
It's done so well in streams on YouTube. The video costed us $1,500. Like, what can you make with that in today's day? And who knew that track would go so big?
Yeah.
We just made another track. You know what I mean? So yeah,
So when you're writing it, do you know who you're writing it for?
um,
Or is that hard to tell?
it's hard to tell. I would say like in this album, I know some songs that I made for the Pan Indian audience.
Yeah.
Because lyrically, I kept the lyrics really simple, and some of the words that are in there, like they are translated the same as in Punjabi and Hindi. So I try to keep that balance. Like, sometimes you have to study, like, okay, what can I put in this song lyrically so that non-Punjabi audience could understand too. So I kept that in this album too. So I would say in this album, it's a good balance of pan-Indian, Punjabi, and even non-Indian audience, I would say.
I want you to describe for me who the OG Karan Aujla fan is. How do you visualize him?
Oh my God, I would say somebody that's been there from day one, man. Like the people that know all the songs I've collaborated on, I have featured on, basically. Because before I started putting out my own tracks, I used to feature on other artists.
Yeah.
So I could just, bring my name up.
Yeah.
And people would love my part more than the actual song. And that's when I started realizing, okay,
I got this.
Yeah, it will work out. So, but I was doing it for money and, just to gain up some more followers or like whatever, some more listeners. And I just wanted to drop my own song at the right moment. And I feel like we did that. And there was one, if you know this one song, two songs, I would say, you're an OG Karan Aujla fan. First one is Cell Phone. It's not a good song. Okay.
Self-aware, huh?
Yeah. This is my first ever song that I've recorded. This is my first ever time I was in a studio in India. So this is me going before going to Canada.
Okay.
So it was a collaboration with one of my other brothers. He also wasn't a singer. We just decided to do a track.
Is it on YouTube?
It is on YouTube.
You're
Yeah.
suddenly going to see the hits on it just...
Right. It's a bad song. And then next one is Property of Punjab. That was my first official song. And I shot that in Canada. That song didn't do good either. And then after that, I kept writing for other people. And then I would say my first big hit was Don't Worry and then Don't Look. So yeah, for the OG fans, man, these 3-4 songs, if you know them, you're an OG Karan Aujla fan.
What's the strangest place you've heard your music be streamed?
Oh my God, I would say Costa Rica. So not even like, I was at so it's so funny. I've been to so many random countries. And my thing is, I eat less Indian food when I'm in India and I'm craving Indian food when I'm outside. So I was in Costa Rica, I was like to my friends like, yo, let's look for an Indian restaurant. They're like, yo, yahan pe nahi hoga. So I was like, yo, let's just check. And they had an Indian restaurant. It didn't taste the same because they can't export all the masalas and all that. But still, we were craving some roti and we went there. And as soon as I entered, they had my songs playing. I was like, bro, what a small world,
That
like
is
it's
amazing.
crazy. Like Indians are everywhere, bro. Which works out for us.
Very well.
Proud
Very well.
Indians.
Well, I think it was sometime last year that you sort of mentioned a collab with Diljit. Is that something that's on the cards at all?
I mean, yeah, that was on the internet. I don't think I announced it, but I've seen some pages post it. We have worked on some stuff in the past. Like there are songs in my vault that have Diljit Paji and me on the same track, but nothing's in the loop right now. But you never know. Maybe we decide tomorrow or day after that we want to do a track. It's just we're going with the flow, and the day we decide we want to put it out, we will. But nothing right now.
Okay, I hope that changes very quickly.
Yeah, yeah, it probably will, you know. But yeah, it would be a banger, you know. That would be a good track. I would love to see that.
You've talked so much about loss and struggle, Karan, and I want to know, is there a memory from your childhood that anchors you when the noise of fame gets really loud? You talk about gratitude here as well. So what are
Yeah.
the things that are are just stuff that you hold on to very dearly because you've seen other sides to this coin of life?
I would say it's my family, you know, my wife, my sisters. They keep me together, you know. Like mentally, I was all over the place when I was just growing up.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I couldn't process it, like, what was going on around me. I only processed it after it had happened. You know, I was so young and there was so much going on around me. And like all of a sudden, it was like, you know, me, my mom, two of my sisters, and my dad. It was, you know, a nice family, just, you know, like a middle class family. My dad was used to work, and my mom was just like a housewife. My sisters were growing up, going to school, whatever, and I was the youngest. And I just remember all of a sudden everything just changed. You know, like the whole mahal in the house, like the main man of the house left, you know, and everything just changed. Then it became like a woman household that I was growing up in. And, you know, I've seen my sisters and everybody run the house and just, you know, take that responsibility, which was big back then being in Punjab, you know, being girls. It's not easy to run the house. And then, yeah, like I've seen all that, and I don't think I'll ever be able to forget those times, which is a good thing, and that's what keeps me grounded. Like, that's where I come from. And sometimes when I have those flashbacks, you know, just laying on the manja with my mom, you know, being a kid, it's just like, it really keeps me grounded and just shows me where I come from and why not to be edgy about situations or like be weird about fame or like money. Like it just comes and goes. You know, that's not the real happiness. There was a quote that I heard from Jim Carrey, which was like, I want everyone in this whole world to be successful and famous, so they know that's not the answer.
Yeah,
And I
that
feel
hits
like
hard.
I
Yeah.
feel like that's so cool how he said it, like, which is so true. Like being famous or having money, it's cool. I'm enjoying it. But that's not the answer to this life, is it? Like the real,
I don't know. I'm still trying to get there. You tell me.
yeah, I feel like it's just the relationships and the people around you that you should keep close and be transparent with. I feel like that matters a lot. You know, just keeping your people close and just spreading love. That's what life is for me. It's being positive, not thinking negative, even if stuff is happening. Like, you know, it happens. It's a part of life. Just being as positive as you can in every situation. You know, because time will keep testing you. Doesn't matter, you have money, you don't have money. You're still being put through tests every day. Just like how you take it, you know. Are you taking it in a good way? Like if we always keep saying, यार ये हो ही नहीं रहा है यार, मेरी लाइफ तो खराब ही बहुत है यार, मेरे साथ तो बहुत कुछ हुआ है.
Which
Like,
you could very well have
हाँ
gone down
मतलब
that
यार
road.
बहुत कुछ हो गया यार, अब तो खत्म है सब कुछ. अगर मैं तब यही बोलता रहता कि यार सब खत्म है, सब खत्म है, सब खत्म है, तो शायद सब खत्म ही हो जाता. Back then I started saying, bro, everything's okay. And everything is okay now. You know, that'll always be a part of my life. I lost my parents. I miss them. Yeah, I'm just working on making them proud and my family proud and just keep everybody happy, you know, whoever I have. Like now I know the value of somebody in my life. That's what that taught me, you know. I know how it feels when people just leave. So I don't think I'll ever do that to somebody. You know what I mean?
So you've forgiven life for the cards that you were dealt?
What do you mean by that?
Do you hold it against life and God?
I was used to, you know, I'm not gonna lie. But from the last 5, 6 years, I feel like after 20, I'm 28 now. After 25, I've been thinking different. My thoughts have changed. The way I look at life.
What changed then?
I would say like the way I carry myself changed. Like I was just all over the place when I was young. Like, you know, just getting angry at every single situation. Like, किसी ने कुछ बोल दिया तो ऐसे कैसे बोल दिया. Like right now, I feel like I have more patience, more sabr, I would say. Like I'm okay now, man. Like I'm at peace. Nothing bothers me. I don't care if अगर कोई गाली भी निकाल दे आगे से, you know. इसका मतलब ये नहीं है कि अभी आप गुस्सा आ भी जाता है, लेकिन now I can control myself.
You're more in control of who you are.
Exactly, like, you know, I don't let just random things bother me now. Like, it's okay, man. जो हो गया. चल रहा है, वो चल रहा है. सही है.
But that's a big one. I want to know, like, what drove that change?
I don't know. I feel like my eyes have just seen so much, man. Like, the scenes change every day. I'm meeting new people every day. I'm building new relationships. You know, I'm creating new things every day. It's just like, it's a process, man. It's like I'm like, it's like a simulation for me. It's like I'm wearing a VR headset and like just walking through the way I look at it, you know.
Yeah.
It's like a video game for me, man.
That's so cool.
I'm not lying, you
You're
know.
living
in my
a
hand,
video game.
yeah, I try to stay present. Like if I'm holding my hand, you know, I know like I'm holding this, you know. So it just helps me keep it together and not think much about stuff. Like wherever I'm going after this, I'll know once I get there. Like I don't want to be thinking about it right now. Like, I want to be present here with you fully.
I love that. Thank you.
You know what I mean? Like that's what keeps me together, and I feel like being present is what helped me. You know, with that, not being bothered by stuff randomly. Like especially when you're brushing your teeth in the morning and you're thinking about I don't know, getting where. Like bro, just brush your
teeth.
Bro, it's simple, but it's not simple, right?
But if you were to wear that VR headset in an ideal world and walk around this amazing street of incredible musicians, who are possibly some collabs that you'd love to manifest?
Oh my God. You know, I love meeting people and spending time with them before I actually make music with them.
Okay.
So I would have to see who I would become friends with. Actually, you know, who I would actually get along with. But if it was somebody from
the world is your oyster.
Let's check out in Punjab first, okay? If it's one of the old school singers, I would say it'll be late Sony Pabla. He's not here anymore, but I feel like if I was around back then, or if he was around now, I'd love to become friends with him and just work on songs. That's one thing, you know. And then in India, I would say. I mean, there's endless names, man. There's so many talented people here. But if I had to take one name, I would say Arijit Singh. Because his genre of music is just crazy and the way he sings. And I'd just love to see how, like, what we could create together.
And if that happens, I'm taking credit somewhere.
Oh my God,
right?
yes. Yes, we'll play this clip back.
And let's go to the world.
This is a hard one, man. It depends. Like, it changes every 3-4 months.
Does it?
Yeah, so I don't know. Right now, you know, this is so funny, but I always wanted to do this. Like, I wanted to have either one of the female rappers in America. I always wanted to make him wear a suit and come in one of my songs, like Cardi B or like Nicki Minaj. I was like, yo, it'd be so cool to bring him out here, make him wear Indian dresses, and, you know, make him feature on the Indian song.
I say make it happen.
You know what I mean? So that from girls, and from...
That would be really cool.
I'd say somebody like Jay-Z, or like has been a big inspiration, or like somebody like J. Cole. Would be really cool to sit down with in a studio and write a song, I'd say, because I love the way he writes, you know.
Yeah.
Or 50 Cent. I love his music, you know. Or Snoop Dogg, actually.
See, now you're really into it.
Yeah. Snoop Dogg would be sick because he's funny, and like I feel like we
could be good friends.
Exactly.
Yeah. You know, I was just looking back at your Instagram, and in 2023, you did a complete reset, deleted all of your pictures, and your profile picture was a loading icon.
Oh, wow.
I want to know, what have you loaded since, and what was your mind space when you deleted all of it?
I think my album was coming out, Making Memories back then, and I feel like my Instagram, there's no deep stories about this. It just didn't look good.
Okay.
It just didn't look good, and there's so much going on my Instagram, and I was like, yo, I need to get rid of all this. Because I was putting out the artwork for my album, and I wanted it to be clean before that. So yeah, we took off that loading thing after, and then we put my album cover after. So that was the story behind that.
Your Insta game is pretty aesthetic. Since
Thank you. Thank you so
artist.
much.
Yeah. I've been asked to ask you about Geeta the Machine. Who coined this term? Who called you that? Is there a story there?
Yeah, it was my brother Deep Jandu. We used to work. I mean, we might still work in future, but we worked a lot in the past. That's where I started everything. You know, going into the studios, I gained a lot of experience there. Like just meeting up with singers, writing for people, just like doing all sorts of music stuff. Started from that studio,
Yeah.
and every time my main thing was being a writer.
Yeah.
So, and I needed some money back then. So every time somebody would come to get music from Deep Bhai, I would tell him, bro, tell him get lyrics from me. And then, cause I would make some money too, right? And then, yeah, all the singers would come through and I'll just write for them in like so quick. Like it would be like 7 minutes, 8 minutes. We have the hook and it sounds great. And 30 minutes, the song is done. And one day we're sitting there and Deep Bhai's like, yo, Karan, you're a Geeta the Machine, bro. I was like, yo, that's sick. And he's like, yo, this is your name tag. And he said it in few songs of mine. Geeta the Machine. And then people just started loving it and they gave me that name. So that's him, man. Deep Jandu gave me that name, man.
It's truly defines
Yeah.
who you are. But is that stuff that you can still do? Like,
I mean, now that I've written so much, back then it was the arg inside of you too, like that hunger.
prove.
Yeah, like, yo, you want to just get stuff done. Like, let's get this out. Let's get this out. One thing that I would say that happens once you get big is like you kind of get not lazy, but you settle down a little bit.
And you trust that you don't have to prove it anymore.
Exactly. Like you don't have the same hunger, I would say. And I try to keep that always. I wouldn't say I'm 100% there, but I still have that, you know, like that hunger. Sometimes you still get like lazy, like it's okay, yaar, ab to ho gaya, kar lenge ye wo. But back then I remember writing like 10 ideas a day, you know, and the mind was just working so crazy, so quick. And one thing that I feel like makes a difference is just writing so many ideas, right? My catalog was so small back then. I just started to write. So now it's like I've dropped so many ideas, so many subjects, so many topics.
Define an idea for me.
We can write on anything.
Really?
Should we write on these parde? You know what I mean? It depends. Like, you can write on chai, you can write on this sofa, you can write on this color. But it's just like,
That's true.
yeah, like I've written songs like Kya Baat Hai was a story of a night. But it's like, how do I look at a night? How do I explain? Kaun si raat, kahan thi, kaun tha yo? So it's like, I want to write about a night. And then I came up with this story where a girl is asking a guy, okay, who was you with last night? You know what I mean? So it's like, it's a pretty cool job, man. I love it. I love it, you know, like just writing stuff. So yeah, ideas. But now I usually take, it depends what song. Like Gabru was made in 30 minutes again. But where there's this song called on the album I Really Do, that took me like close to 6 hours.
It's not a lot, Karan.
Yeah, I feel like for me, finishing one track more than 1-2 hours is long. You know, like just finishing it lyrically. Then you can make changes. But now what I do is I'd come up with a hook line. Then I'll do 2 verses.
Right.
And I'll just do 2 antras and I'll just keep them there. And I'll work on the next song.
Okay.
Because sometimes I don't want to waste a lot of time on just one song. Because in that moment you like it and then after 2 hours you don't like it. So I just move forward, make another song. And once we decide what song we like more, we just finish that track then.
And what happens to the other guy?
They just sit there in my phone somewhere. Yeah, I would say I probably have, when I started working on this album, we made close to 30 to 35 tracks. Then we chose 11. So that's the ratio, you know.
You are a machine.
Thank you so much. Yeah. I had so many tracks in my vault already and we were like, okay, we probably use these in the album. But luckily we didn't end up even touching them. So they're just sitting there. There's so many ideas that would never come out, you know. But they're also beautiful.
But why won't they come out? We're not ready for them?
It's not even that. I feel like once you draw projects like these and now that I'm just trying to keep like the quality over quantity type of situation. So it's like, I don't want to be giving out too many songs. Like there's people that are doing, I don't know, like how many songs albums, like 40 songs, 30 songs. Like for me, it's good for them. They can do that. I could make those tracks too, but like for one project, it's too much to digest. So it's like, I don't want to put 30 songs in the album just because my streams will go up because there's more songs. You know what I mean? That's the whole thing. So it's like, I just want to keep 10 songs. If they do like 10 million each, that's whatever number. And with 30 songs, it's like 1 million each, that's 30 million streams. So it's like a lot of people do it that way too. But I don't really believe in that. Like I believe in less but nice, you know.
Hand on heart, how often do you check your streams as a musician?
Um,
How much does it matter?
my team checks it every day. I feel like I haven't checked for Gabru since it's dropped. I just saw the second day how it was doing, and
Very well.
yeah, I don't really get into that stuff, you know. Once I drop, I drop. I don't go with the numbers. Yeah, I drop, I move forward. Because like कभी भी ऐसा नहीं हुआ कि एक प्रोजेक्ट कर दिया यार ये चल जाए. ऐसे कभी नहीं था. It will do good. We know, okay, we created the song, but we never had like a hope or like a ass, you know, कि ये चल जाए यार जिंदगी बन जाएगी. तो वो hope नहीं कभी रखी. That's why अगर कुछ नहीं भी चलता तो दुखी नहीं होते, right? We don't get upset like, oh, I had so many, you know, hopes about this one and then I'm disappointed now. So it's like, drop the project, let it do its thing. If it doesn't work, move on to the next one.
I guess that's the best way to live.
Yeah,
and
right.
the only
yeah.
way to process the highs that you see.
Exactly, yeah. Yeah, you're right. So that's what I try to do, man. It's working out nice. You know, I'm living a good life. My health is good. My cholesterol is a little bit high, so I'm trying to cut
It's a
down
real
on that.
bitch.
Right?
Cholesterol.
I'm okay, right? I'm okay. No fried food for me. It's all the
So those
pature,
pakodes,
shole.
that's why they want here.
Yeah, man. My doctor's like, no fried food for you. I was like, oh my God. I love, you know, samosa, pakada, everything. I swear to God, Indian food is just,
Nothing comes close.
yeah, man, I love it. I can sleep good after eating roti, I swear to God. But it has to be homemade, you know. That's the key. Like the hotel foods, whatever, it's nice, but like homemade pakadas, homemade paranthas, it's just like different.
Yeah, the
I was-
calories don't count then, I think.
Right? Like,
Yeah.
nah, parantha's not a parantha then. You know, it's homemade.
Finally, I'm going to ask you to leave me with, if I were to speak to a really close friend of yours and ask him or her to describe you in 3 words that have nothing to do with your music, what would they tell me?
Oh my God, I don't know.
Who are you outside of your music?
It's so funny because every time I sit with some people and like there's been conversations where people tell me, yeah, I like this about you, I like this about you. And I think about it like, yo, like I've never noticed this about myself. So sometimes it's cool to hear people, but I don't know, I guess.
I mean, you walked in with a lot of security today, but you carry it very lightly. So I like that about you. Let's start
Okay.
there.
Okay, yeah. What do you mean by carry it very lightly? Like I don't
There's
act.
no hava about it. Like, you're easy
Yeah.
about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because it's not like for the hava aspect.
Okay. That makes sense.
You know what I mean? A lot of people do that though, I get you. Like
That's why
मेरे
it
पास
makes sense.
security bouncers है, मैं ऐसे चल रहा हूँ. मतलब वैसे नहीं है ना. This is for the safety aspect. I've actually been through stuff.
Yeah.
I've been targeted. I've seen bullets go through my windows. So it's like there's no hava about carrying a weapon or something. It's actually the safety, you know.
Yeah.
So it's like we don't want to take any chances because there's so much stuff that has happened in the past. So now it's like for real, it's happening.
Yeah.
You know, people have died.
Yeah.
So it's not a joke. So I'm not trying to like let any of that disturb my happy life, and I would rather just take precautions. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, we'll come back to what people would, you know, think about
How
me.
would your best friend
I would say
describe
that,
you?
I would say they would say I'm cool,
Okay.
and I feel like if there's 10 people sitting, and then usually my friend circle, like we chill together for so long, like we've been together so every time, most of the time when we sit together, somebody's on their phones, ये वो. जब मैं आता हूँ रूम से निकलता हूँ तो फोन रखो सारे.
अच्छा?
तो तब महफिल की जान मैं थोड़ा सा बन जाता हूँ. So I'd say they will say I'm a Jan of every mahfil, you know. So that's one. Cool and creative.
Yeah.
I hope I'm not wrong, man. You could ask some of my friends outside what they think about me. You know what I mean?
I will, but I think that's also what I take away from this conversation.
Oh, wow.
Thank you so much for talking to me, and good luck for the album drop.
Thank you, man. I can't wait to show it to you.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
You.
Thank you. Hey, guys. You know my face. You know who I am. You're watching The Hollywood Reporter India. Subscribe now.